Hello, this is Alison. Today I'd like to talk to you about the process of health recovery, and I would like to encourage you to get on your longevity products, stop complaining about having to get off the 10 bad foods, and to be obsessive about taking your supplements. From my own experience, it didn't take me very long to find out that longevity was my answer, but it took me a long time to see substantial results. What happened to me was, I live in South Korea, so initially I had great problems getting the products. But I started with the BTT. I couldn't keep taking it because of allergy. But after one scoop of the BTT, my left thigh, which was my biggest problem, the muscles had deteriorated badly on my left thigh. After one scoop of the BTT, I felt a difference. I felt strength. It was almost like feeling the supplements whooshing through my body to try to get to my left thigh. Excuse me. Yeah. And then after that, I got on the Caltoddy. And again, I couldn't keep taking the Caltoddy because of the high magnesium content. But after 5 days on the Caltoddy, I knew I'd found the answer. At the time, I was bent over like this. I would have been, if I was sitting here talking to you, I would have been like this because I had less to sit on the left hand side than the right. I was totally bent over. I could barely walk, and I was in pain 24/7. And after 5 days on the Caltoddy, a particular horrible pain I had just above my left knee disappeared. And also the week before, I'd woken up with what I think was a spontaneous rib fracture. And 5 days after the Caltoddy, that pain had gone. And 5 days after starting the Caltoddy, I was actually walking a little bit better, and there was a significant reduction in my restless leg syndrome at night. So that was it for me. That was the moment of, this is it, I have found the answer, I have to commit to this and get on with it and stop complaining and do it, right? Which I did. But it took me, because of my food allergies, it took me like 4 months to get settled on a really good program. And then it took like 6 months for me to be totally out of the weeds, right? What I mean by out of the weeds was, after 6 months I was standing up straight. I was walking a lot better, although still not well, but I had a lot less pain, much less pain when I was trying to walk. And what else happened after 6 months? I can't think. Okay, the process of recovery, I don't understand it. I don't think anybody understands it. I think all you have to do is you have to get on your supplements and stay on them and wait and see what happens. You see, my left hip was giving me the biggest problem, so that's what I was watching. I really wanted to see improvement in my left hip. But after 6 months, there was no improvement in my left hip. But my left knee, which felt like it was about to snap. When I first started longevity, it felt like it was about to snap. After 3 months, my left knee was 90% better. I mean, it was really, really much improved. Don't ask me why. The knee improved, but it took a long time for the hip to improve, right? What else do I need to tell you? Oh yeah, what I should say actually is, after I've been on the longevity products for a few weeks, my pain actually got worse. I've heard other people say this, it got worse before it got better. I think there were two reasons for this. I think one, I still hadn't completely worked out the food allergy thing, but also I've heard Dr. Wallet talk about different kind of tissues recover at different rates, right? And if you think I was totally twisted, right? Totally twisted, I had to untwist. And kind of that process of untwisting was painful, and it was bad. But it was only for like a few weeks. And then I started to feel much better. I was going to tell you something else, and I thought, oh, what was it? Oh yeah, I was going to tell you, when I first started, I was going to a chiropractor, and at that time, I could only walk by like using my arms to throw my left hip forward. The muscles around my left hip, my left thigh and pelvis were just totally shot. I mean, they're still not good, but they were totally shot. And my chiropractor kept saying to me, with my left foot, I had to go down on the heel, up on the toe, down on the heel, up on the toe, down on the heel, up on the toe. I tried and tried and tried, and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, and couldn't do it. So I gave up. And about 4 months later, I was walking down the street, and I suddenly realized I was doing it without trying. Your body knows how to heal, right? My chiropractor at the beginning said to me, don't forget how to walk normally. And I said, I haven't forgotten. I know I haven't forgotten because in my dreams I can run. And I can not only run in my dreams, but I can feel my muscles working. So your body knows what to do. And if you give it all the supplements it needs, it will do it. Right. Dr. Glidden said to me right at the beginning that I needed to be on these products for 9 months. And he uses a very good analogy. He talks about supplementation being like a plane on a runway. And it goes along the runway, along the runway, along the runway, along the runway, building up speed, and then eventually it takes off. Now, he was nearly right with me. It took me 10 months to get to that point. After 10 months on the products, I woke up one morning and I felt better. I don't know what happened, but I just felt better. Right. And after that sort of 6 months, the first 6 months, and when I got out the weeds, since then it's just been like a steady progress, except after 18 months, I managed to get on the Ultimate Selenium. I hadn't been able to take it before because I was getting an allergic reaction to the bilberry juice. But after 18 months, a whole bunch of my food allergies just resolved. A whole other bunch didn't. Don't know why, but a whole bunch resolved. And I could get on the Ultimate Selenium. And this might sound stupid, but I didn't realize until I got onto the Ultimate Selenium how bad my muscles were. Because my muscles have been weak my entire life. I'd only actually been that sort of crippled for a couple of years, right? But my muscles had been weak from the beginning. And so after 18 months on the program, I got on the Ultimate Selenium, and within 3 days I could wiggle my fingers better, and within 5 days I could flex my elbows better, and within 10 days I could lift my left leg a little bit higher. And after 3 weeks, my need to pee every hour simply resolved. And after 4 months, I think it took 4 months, my heels, I can't show you, I won't try and show you. My heels have been like bent in at a strange angle from childhood. And after about 4 months on the Ultimate Selenium, my heels straightened and my shoe size went up 2 sizes, believe it or not. The other thing that happened was I regained the ability to stay upright on a moving vehicle. Before that, I was having a nightmare on a train or a bus because my muscles in my legs couldn't keep me upright. You know, normally your muscles work to keep you upright without you thinking about it, but my muscles couldn't do it. And I couldn't sit down on a train or a bus because I couldn't stand up again. It would take me 5 minutes to stand up again. So the only thing I could do was cling on for dear life, and my arms weren't very strong either. But after 4 months on the Ultimate Selenium, that resolved. My leg muscles can now keep me upright on a moving vehicle. Fantastic. What else do I need to tell you? The recovery process is still ongoing. I am 3.5 years in now, and it's still ongoing. For example, just a little over a year ago, I regained the ability to walk downstairs normally. What I mean is walk down alternating steps. Before that, I was having to bring both feet to the same step, right? And then go down again on the left foot, always on the left foot. I can now go alternate left, right down the steps. I still can't do that going up, but it's starting to come. It's starting to come. I noticed a few months ago that I could actually get up a step on my left leg, but it was causing a bit of pain. So I've learned to be patient. So I told myself to be patient. I tried it again yesterday, and now it's causing a bit of an ache, but it's not the pain that it used to be. So I'm confident it's coming. It might take another 6 months. It might take another year, but I'm confident I'm going to be able to walk upstairs normally. Apart from that, the ongoing process is just little things. You know, it's really difficult to tell people about the progress because it's not major things happening all the time. It's just little things. And to give you an example, what I've noticed recently is it's much easier to get the ice out of the ice tray. It used to take me ages because I didn't have the strength in my hands to bend the ice tray. So it would take several minutes and really frustrate me trying to get the ice out of the ice tray. These days I just pick up the ice tray and the ice falls out. Okay, that's just a little example. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is stick with longevity. Get on the program and stick with it. Don't expect results immediately. You might be lucky, you might get some, but don't necessarily expect that. If you get, I have never seen anybody, I do have limited experience with this with other people, but I've never seen anybody who has seriously got off the gluten, got off the bad foods, and seriously taken a good longevity program who has not seen results, right? So get on with it, and may God help you, and may you see the same kind of results as I have. That's a really bad way to finish, isn't it? Bye-bye.